The NFL season is only a few short weeks away, and I know, like myself and many others, we are just counting down the days till kickoff. But unfortunately, we still gotta wait, because it doesn't start till September. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna do a preview and predictions of this upcoming 2023 NFL season. And why exactly am I doing it? Well, because I want to. You're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do. And starting out with the first team in the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the Dallas Cowboys had another great regular season last year, only to have heartbreaking playoff loss in the divisional round to the 49ers once again. Now, honestly, I thought the Cowboys outplayed the Niners this entire game. But unfortunately for Dak, he turned into a potato and threw 2 bad picks. And I don't like blame at Dak, but he was really at fault here. Now, the defense is still very good with Micah Parsons leading the way, and I expect the defense to be a top 5 again this year. But for Dak, if he's not peak form and they have a heartbreaking loss in the playoffs again or miss the playoffs, I think Jerry Jones' old ass will get impatient and strongly consider drafting a new QB in the draft. The Philadelphia Eagles were last year's NFL Super Bowl losers, and they have lost key pieces to their team like Javon Hargrave, TJ Edwards, CJ Gardner-Johnson, and Miles Sanders. But honestly, their team is still very stacked, and even so, they picked up great players in the draft like Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. Why did everyone let them pick those players? Why did no one stop them? Anyways, their offense is still great. They still got a top 3 offensive line. They have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, one of the best 1-2 receivers in the league, and Dallas Goedert. And they picked up Dante Foreman to replace Miles Sanders, who is a respectable back. And of course, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, I do not think his last year was a fluke. I still think he will be a top 5 QB this year, possibly top 3. He throws a great deep ball. He's got big, strong legs. He can run the ball great. He's got big, strong legs. He has great pocket awareness. He got big, strong legs. He can squat 600 pounds. Did you know that? Did you know that? Anyways, Eagles should be a great team this year. They should go all the way unless they have a bullshit call at the end of a Super Bowl again. But what's the odds that happens again? The Giants exceeding expectations and making the playoffs and even winning a playoff game. Brian Daboll has truly turned around the G-men. Now, they got to pay their players now. All they need to do is sign Barkley to a top 3 running back contract and then get Daniel Jones on a team-friendly deal.
Well, Mr. Funny Man, is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby... Oh, my goodness! Squidward!
And they fucked it up. Well, I don't know why the hell they paid Daniel Jones so much money. He literally has his first good year since coming in the NFL, and it wasn't that great. Now, listen, Daniel Jones, a lot of injured receivers, and Kadarius Toney essentially telling the Giants to go fuck themselves and going on to win a ring with the Chiefs, of course. Right. Honestly, like, $160 million for Daniel Jones, man. That much is Dak's getting, and Dak has his issues, but I would take Dak over Daniel Jones any day of the week. And, like, Barkley runs that offense, too. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Daniel Jones will have a great year because I'll have Darren Waller back and Sterling Shepard will be healthy and everything. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't like the way it looks. The Washington football team are coming off another underwhelming season where, again, they truly don't have a starting quarterback. I think Washington has, honestly, wasted their team the last few years now, most likely because of this jackass. But that jackass is gone now, and Washington is looking for a new, fresh start. And with Chase Young likely coming back, that D-line should be causing issues for any team they face. Then you got the new kid on the block, Sam Howell. So I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know what Sam Howell's going to be. He could be absolute trash. He could be actually really good. But I'm just happy Washington is finally starting a QB that's young and from the draft instead of just starting journeyman. Now, I know everyone loves Taylor Heineke. I like Taylor Heineke a lot. I think his story is incredible, and he's truly made it to the NFL. But he's not a starting quarterback. He's a very good backup, and I think he'll be in the league for many years, and maybe he'll start again somewhere. But he's not a starter. I'm sorry. You're better off with Sam Howell at this point. It sucks, I know, but it's just the way it is. The Chicago Bears finished 3-14 last season, finishing as the worst team in the NFL. Yes, even worse than the Texans. But this year looks different. They got an improved O-line. They got an improved D-line. They got 2 good linebackers in Tremont Edmonds and TJ Edwards. Even though Tremont Edmonds is a little bit overrated, he's still good. It doesn't matter. And they got the addition of DJ Moore. Now, people are iffy on Justin Fields. They're 50-50. Either they think he's going to take a big step or they think he's complete ass. I think he's going to take a big step. Justin Fields has great running ability as it is, and I think his passing game is going to take a new level this year. Make fun of me all you want, man. I'm a believer in Justin Fields. I'm a believer. And you could, if I'm wrong, then come and make fun of me and I'll cry. You'll be happy with yourself. Big Dan Campbell has the Lions soaring right now. Well, they went 9-8, but they were fucking amazing at the end of the year. So, this team has expectations now, and I'm worried because the Lions have expectations. And I think they're probably going to win the North, which worries me. But if Dan Campbell, that crazy son of a bitch, I believe he can do it. And Jared Goff looked really good last year. And, man, I don't want to jinx it, man, because I really want the Lions to do good. I like the Lions. I really want them to do good. I don't want to see Minnesota win this fucking division again, man. I can't do it. I can't see them win again. I hate them. Okay, I'm sorry. I just keep talking with them. Anyways, like, the Detroit Lions, man, this is their year. This is the year to win the division. They got everything in place. Their fans are hype. It's going great. There's no way they can screw it up. There's no way they can screw it up. It is a new era in Green Bay. As for the first time since 2008, there will be a new starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers is no more, as he is following the steps of the former QB for the Packers, Brett Favre, to go to the Jets. What a coincidence. Anyways, enough about Aaron Rodgers. This team is about Jordan Love, the new starting QB for the Packers. Now, honestly, the Packers still have a very good defense. If Dave Parker can play again, the O-line should be better. Receivers are promising. Aaron Jones is good. A. Jones is a good number 2. And honestly, the Packers look like they should be like a 7-8 win team this year. But knowing the Packers' luck and their QBs, he'll be a Hall of Fame quarterback and they'll win the Super Bowl by like next year or something like that. You know, some bullshit like that. Oh, this team. This fucking team. There is no team in the NFL that made me more infuriated watching this team every week than the Minnesota Vikings. I've never seen a team have so much luck in a year. The worst 13-win team I've ever seen in my life. Now listen, I'm not going to blame any of the players. They just did their job. They had a lot of close games and won. And had a lot of fluky wins too. But come on, man. This team got so much hype going to the playoffs, and everyone, including myself, knew that they were going to fucking lose to the Giants in the wildcard round. And they did. Now, I'm not going to bash them because Justin Jefferson is the best receiver in the league. He is. And Kirk Cousins is overrated as fuck. I'm sorry, Kirk Cousins. You seem like a very nice guy, but you're overrated as hell. And they got Jordan Addison. Should help. But honestly, if this team is not win 13 wins this year, they're going like 8-9. I'm going to call it right now 8-9. There, 8-9. The Falcons, after last year, were the team that had the most missed opportunities in the season last year, in my opinion. They had so many close games falter because of bad quarterback play or stupid calls or whatnot. Whatever. Now, this year, they got Desmond Ridder, the QB, and I would say it's an upgrade over Marcus Mariota. Is Ridder going to be the next franchise guy? Probably not. But, listen, their offensive line is so good. They got Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson now, so their run game will be strong as hell. And plus, if Kyle Pitts, they can get Kyle Pitts more involved, and they got Drake London. Like, he doesn't need to be all-worldly. They can make the playoffs, and they can be fine. Defense is butt booty. But these Falcons, man, these birds, they don't need to chew on plastic to choke, you know what I mean? Because you know what I mean, I guess. The Carolina Panthers won the NFL draft, and with their selection, they took the short king, Bryce Young. Now, I'm not some old fart or old head that's going to be like, oh, he's too short. I think that's bullshit, man. Like, there's a lot of QBs who've been short and good. It's like, if they're not good, it's not because he's short. So, I don't think the short thing matters much. Now, with their overall team, the offensive line was pretty bad. They had a few flashy plays, you know, like they had Donta Foreman and Chuba Hubbard. Donta Foreman's gone now. They got Miles Sanders, which is an upgrade over him. Defense was looking pretty strong by the end of the year with Brian Burns there, you know, like one of the best pass rushers in the league. I don't know too much about the Panthers, but honestly, like, maybe a fringe wildcard team. You never know. And if Bryce Young is pretty good rookie year, you never know with the division, man. They could win it. You never know. Unless the Buccaneers or the Falcons or Saints are just so good this year for no reason. The Saints this offseason probably made the best signing they could have, which is Derek Carr. Derek Carr going to the Saints is the most perfect match made in heaven. The Saints, Derek Carr loves Jesus. I can't think of an even better match. Now, is this enough to get them to the Super Bowl? Probably not. Going on past history, I don't think Jesus likes the Saints too much. Also, the Saints just, I don't know. I feel like they're lacking something. I don't know the hell Dennis Allen is. Listen, I think he's just, I don't know. Does anyone know who Dennis Allen is? He's like the discount Sean Payton. So, whatever. But yeah, as long as Michael Thomas plays and Alvin Kamara plays, their offense should be really good. As long as he doesn't stub his pinky toe and Alvin Kamara doesn't assault somebody, they'll be fine. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are coming off an 8-9 season winning one of the worst divisions I've ever seen with my own eyes. Now that Tom Brady's retired, it looks like they're heading for the gutter for the next few years. Now, honestly, their coach is Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles, I actually don't hate him as much as people do. I think he's a very good defensive coordinator. I just don't think he can coach an NFL team as a head coach. Other than that, their team does not look great. They still have some flashy players like Chris Godwin and Mike Evans and like Shaq Barrett and Vita Vea. But overall, the team's not great. Unless Baker Mayfield has a resurgence and is really good, then I can't see this team winning many games. But you know what? They had the same boat as the Rams. They won a Super Bowl a few years ago. I don't think Tampa Bay fans care too much. They're all like 80 years old anyways. The real ones. I'm not talking about the fake ones that came when Tom Brady came. I'm talking about those real ones. Yeah, they're like 80 years old. They probably don't even care anymore. They got the ring. They're happy. Moving on. The Arizona Cardinals sucked ass last year. They got everyone hurt, including their QB. And their coach got fired, Cliff Kingsbury, which was saw by everyone since the day he was hired. Now this year they hired Murr from Impractical Jokers, and now they have Colin Murray out for half the year, and if they start like 0-8, I doubt he's going to even play, so probably out the entire year. They did a good trade with the Texans. I'll be completely honest with you, everyone. I'm just so not interested in talking about the Cardinals. I just don't care. I'm so sorry. They could be good in a few years, but right now I just don't care. Moving on. The Los Angeles Rams. They sold their soul for that ring, and now they will pay for it. Los Angeles Rams have like 20 rookies starting this year, and unless miraculously they all turn out good, this team is probably going like 6-11. I mean, this is what they dealt with, though. They traded their souls, and I mean, souls mean picks, for all those players to win a Super Bowl, and they did it, so you can't even fault them, really. But yeah, Cooper Kupp is probably going to get hurt. I don't really saying this. I'm only saying probably going to get hurt, but he's already been hurt. And it looks like he's like the only target for Matt Stafford on that team. Unless they got Big Ben Skoranek, the most underrated receiver in the league, is going to take off this year and help Cooper Kupp. They're going to both get 1,500 yards each. They're going to be a top offense. Their defense is going to suck. They're going to be great offensively because Ben Skoranek and Cooper Kupp are going to be the best duo in the league this year. You heard it first. Okay, I'm sorry. That was a little much. But yeah, it's basically Cooper Kupp. And Aaron Donald's still there, and he's really good. But, I mean, that's pretty much it. The San Francisco 49ers are coming off of back-to-back NFC Championship losses. And last year wasn't so fair. Well, I mean, just off of bad luck. They had, like, technically their fifth string in that game. But anyways, they kind of fucked up on the Trey Lance pick. Let's be honest here. They traded a lot for him, and apparently he's not very good. And they actually, as I'm recording this right now, Sam Darnold is named the QB2. Ugh, yikes. Anyways, hopefully Brock Purdy doesn't get hurt. But everything else is great. I mean, their coach is really good. I like their GM a lot. Everything is good on their team. Maybe their kicker's going to suck because they drafted a new kicker this year and he's not looking too great. Maybe he's good. Who knows? Unless their quarterback gets hurt, which at this point is likely to happen during their history, then they should have a deep playoff run, and then Trey Lance will probably get traded to like the Cowboys and then be great. The Seattle Seahawks last year were expected to be one of the worst teams in the league, projected to go like 3-14, and they had Geno Smith as their starting QB, so they weren't thinking that much. But Geno Smith said, no, they wrote me off, I didn't write back. 30 touchdowns, over 4,000 yards, one of the funnest QBs to watch last year. He was spectacular. And now this year they have hope. Their offense is looking stellar with DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, a great O-line, and they got JSN in the draft, bolster their wide receiver core. Now their defense was not great. However, Tariq Woolen's in his second year. He should get better. They got Devin Witherspoon in the draft, who should be good. And they got Draymond Jones in the Broncos. So the defense has improved. Now, honestly, this is the only team I can see threatening the Niners in the NFC West. I don't see the Cardinals coming close. I don't see the Rams coming close either. The Seahawks are the only team I think that can actually dethrone them this year. And will they? I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But for now, we just got to look back on Geno Smith's history and keep watching him make greatness happen. We are all Geno Smith fans here. Geno hate is not tolerated. And with that, that is all the NFL teams. Now, the playoff predictions. I have the Eagles winning the division with a 12-5 record. The Cowgirls finishing 10-7 in second place. Then I got the Washington football team finishing with a 9-8 record. And in dead last, I got the Giants finishing with an 8-9 record. In the NFC North, I have the Lions finishing first with a 10-7 record. And in second place, I have the Chicago Bears also finishing with a 10-7 record. And in third place, I have the Minnesota Vikings finishing with an 8-9 record. And in last place, I have the Packers finishing with a 7-10 record. Fuck the Vikings. In the NFC South, I have the Falcons finishing first with a 10-7 record. In second place, the Saints with a 9-8 record. In third, the Panthers with an 8-9 record. And in dead last, the Buccaneers finishing with a 5-12 record. And finally, the NFC West. I have the Niners winning the division with a 13-4 record. The Seattle Seahawks finishing second with an 8-9 record. The Los Angeles Rams finishing third with a 7-10 record. And the last team in the division, who I predict to be the worst team in the league, the Arizona Cardinals, to go 0-17. Now, who do I think is going to win the NFC and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl this year? Drum roll, please. The Niners. Yep, that's it. Okay, bye.